The Santa Rita Mountains in southern Arizona span in elevation from nearly 5,000 feet to 9,453 feet at the top of Mount Wrightson, the highest peak in the range. The mountains also include the world-famous birding hotspot in Madera Canyon called Santa Rita Lodge, which sits at an elevation of about 5,000. At this elevation, it is 10 degrees cooler than Tucson on any given day. The lodge is a treasured getaway for birders, photographers, nature lovers, and hikers. In fact, Madera Canyon is known as one of the most renowned birding destinations in the United States. More than 250 species of birds have been identified in the canyon, with 15 of them being hummingbirds. A highlight for me the first night was stalking a wild turkey. We also watched turkey vultures roosting in a tree behind our cabin. The lodge was a perfect place to relax, bird watch, and hike. Our cabin was number 9. A hike that sounded very interesting to me on my birthday was the Carrie Nation Mine Trail. We were fortunate to see a lot of deer along the way. The trail was very steep and rocky. We figured that the trail had about 1,500 plus feet elevation gain in the mile and a half. This 1.5 mile one-way trail dead-ended at the remnants of an old mine. The mine had water in it with a small stream flowing out of it for a short distance down the canyon. I'm not going to go in that cave. It looks like there's water in there because there's a creek coming out. I'm going to throw this rock and we'll hear it. Now to get out without getting my feet wet in this marshy creek area. This area near the mine was a good water source for the birds, squirrels, wild turkeys, deer, lizards, and other critters that live up here in the mountains. We were fortunate to see what is known as a celebrity bird that draws visitors from all over the world to the area. The bird was the painted redstart. We had to take it easy going down the steep, rocky 1.5-mile trail. Once back at the lodge, we downed 2 32-ounce Arnold Palmers and a muffin while talking to birders who were observing birds in the viewing area.
This is birding Mecca here. This is why you get so many up and through here, and then at night you'll hear the Mexican whippoorwills call and the poor wills.
Bill. Some are
through here. How long are you gonna be here? This area?
We leave on Friday to go to Starr Pass to golf.
On the back.
Okay.
On our last day at Santa Rita Lodge, we took a rest day to enjoy the surroundings and critters. With our souls and bodies refreshed and a good breakfast, we headed to Starr Pass Golf Club in Tucson for an 8:40 a.m. tee time. Desert golf takes on new meaning when playing here. Starr Pass Golf Club allows for up to 27 holes of stunning desert golf in 3 9-hole courses, Rattler, Coyote, and Palmer. These 3 courses, which are nestled against the backdrop of the Tucson mountains, have dramatic elevation changes, iconic saguaro cacti, all while crisscrossing multiple desert arroyos and ravines. Starr Pass has a rich history. The golf course derived its name from the shoot-'em-up days of the Wild Wild West. In 1884, Richard Starr built the trail that his stagecoach line used to travel through the Tucson mountains to Quijota, a beaming mining town 7 miles southwest of Tucson. The mountain pass that he passed through is now the 6th fairway on the Coyote course. Our golf day began with us warming up on the driving range. Practice area to the right. Is taking us out to Palmer Course. He drives faster than we do. In 1991, 20-year-old Phil Mickelson captured his first PGA Tour win here at the Tucson Open at Starr Pass as an amateur with a score of -16. His victory over Tom Pertzer was a springboard into his professional career. At that time, he was still an amateur as well as a student at Arizona State University. Phil won here again in 1995 and 1996 as a professional. This golf club has played host to many golf legends over the years, besides Mickelson. Also among the legends are Arnold Palmer, Payne Stewart and Nancy Lopez. From Palmer, our foursome headed to the Coyote Course. The Coyote Course is desert golf at its finest. It can make for a long and difficult day if you don't know what you're doing or where the ball is going. In fact, locals say these 9 holes are the hardest. What makes it so difficult can be the prevailing winds as well as the many elevation changes in the course design. We finished our 18 holes in about 5 hours and checked into our room at the JW Marriott.
Can I use Apple Pay here?
We don't have a Apple Pay. You need a physical card, but I do need to see a photo ID, and then from there,
Our room had a view of the lazy river and the golf course. Dinner was at Pagio, an Italian restaurant right there in the Marriott. It was delicious. Skip ordered the Chilean sea bass. The dish is something he had been looking forward to. My food was delicious too. For dessert, we had cannolis for my birthday. This is our second visit to the Arizona Sonoran Desert Museum. We wanted to revisit it and see things we had missed on our first visit. We began by hiking the Desert Loop Trail before it got too hot. The trail had an assortment of various cacti. We enjoyed looking for lizards and seeing the javelinas. They sure are a gruff-looking creature. It was interesting to see the mountain lion, black bear, and Mexican gray wolves in mountain woodland. We went into several other exhibits before leaving. After reading about Chef Alisah's in Arizona highways, we decided that this bohemian restaurant would be a great place to have dinner. We really enjoyed the delicious food there.
This is amazing. Million company dream export product to United States. But here is rules about food, about drink, very, very hard and difficult.
Yeah.
Please.
Thank you.
We brought home Gali traditional Turkish Delighta walnut coconut delight made in Turkey and imported to America. Seis Kitchen is an award-winning restaurant offering Mexican cuisine in Tucson. We always enjoy eating a meal there.
Walk with me. Let's leave the past behind.
We ate at Lucia and Wickiup on the way to and from Tucson. We stopped for the delicious food, great service, and to watch the peacocks. Gonna talk anymore? No? No matter how wonderful an adventure we go on, we always remember there's no place like home.